So Luke talked about being a sower of seeds. Well, my friends, welcome back to another Coffee Time with John. I'm sitting here in my lovely studio today, enjoying making videos. I'm actually getting some good laughs off of them today. Luke 8, 5 through 8. A sower went to sow his seed, and as he sowed, some fell by the wayside, and it was trodden down, and the fowls of the air devoured it. And some fell upon a rock, and as soon as it sprung up, it withered away, because it lacked moisture. And some fell among the thorns, and the thorns sprang up with it, and choked it. And others fell on good ground, and sprang up, and bare fruit, an hundredfold. And when he said these things, he cried, For he hath ears to hear, let them hear. This is a beautiful quote, and it's a quote that is something that I talk about in a lot of videos in different forms. You know, I often say that your job isn't to save the world. Your job is to make your part so bright that others take notice and make their own decisions and choices. When the way you live your life is sowing the seeds, and some people are not going to understand it. They're not going to take root and grow from it. But you cannot be attached to their outcome. I often see very empathetic people who are like, well, I wish they would just blah blah blah. Oh my God, I hope they blah 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 blah, and they get so invested in other people's outcome. And I'm not saying be a narcissist or a sociopath or any of those things. I'm saying all you can do is your best and put your best seeds down. But if you stay invested in if that seed grows, then you're not sowing another seed. All you can do is let people come to their own realizations by giving example. When I in my membership group, which you guys, if you're ever interested in joining the membership group, it's wonderful. Two days a week we get on a Zoom call, face to face talking, and we go over all kinds of topics. We always come from where whoever wants to talks and ask questions, and we just have a great time. So if you're ever interested in that, go over to my website, John of New, and on top you'll see a thing about memberships. You can check it out. But in that membership group, we all talk. We just have open conversations, and we share the things that are happening in our lives, good and bad. And it's interesting because for me, it's about equality. As I'm talking to these amazing people in the group, I'm always so excited because I see them making massive growth, and then I see some making it like effortlessly. Like they just said, "Oh, I'll try that," and boom, they have an amazing experience. And then I have others who delve into process, and they have to I have to do this, I have to study this, I have to understand that, I have to do this, and that's their process. And I totally get that, I totally understand that. I have others who beat themselves up, right? And there's others in the group who don't believe as I believe, but you could tell just by the way they carry themselves that what they're doing works for them and they're very loving and caring people. So to me, that's perfect, right? But I'm not trying to sow a seed to make it look like the plant that I want it to be. All I'm doing is sowing seeds of love, and all they're doing is sowing seeds of love, and they're doing it from their perspective at their pace, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful to watch. But sometimes I talk to people and they're like, well, he's bat crap crazy, right? That guy's nuts, right? And then I one time spoke at an event. It was very, very interesting. I spoke at an event, and I had a friend come in who had a very similar story to mine. He had memories of being, 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 he had memories the Apostle Philip. But he also is very much into aliens and all kinds of other lifetimes and all. And it was funny because we went to a local place here and a local metaphysical center, and I spoke, and then I introduced him to speak. And I spoke, and then he spoke, and afterwards we're out in the lobby, we're greeting people, we're talking to people, and I overhear to my right a minister who came to the speech, and he's talking to his friends, and he points at me, he says, I like what he has to say. He's bat crap crazy. Of course, he didn't say crap, but I want my algorithm not to have a cuss word in it. He's bat crap crazy, right? And he honestly just thought the guy was nuts for his belief, right? And so when I spoke, it did not fall on deaf ears. When he spoke, it fell on deaf ears, right? When he spoke, the seed did not grow roots. So, but the difference was that the seeds he was sowing aren't the plant that he was, and the seeds that I was sowing were the plants that he was, were the type of plant he was. So he didn't have the ears to hear him, but he had the ears to hear me, right? And so it comes down to, as you're going out in the world, just put yourself out there. Some people are not going to grow from what you're doing. Some people are going to absolutely wither and die because that's their choice, right? Some people are going to go, oh my gosh, I can take this and I can grow into an amazing experience from this, right? So many people, in this world limit themselves by the cage of belief they've put themselves in, but it's their cage. That's their choice. You don't have the responsibility to open the door. They have to open the door themselves and fly. But all you can do is sow your seeds. And the seeds you sow are love. And take it or leave it. If they don't hear you, they don't have the ears to hear you. And that's what this whole Luke 8 is talking about. It's talking about, go out into the world, be the love, express the love, share your divinity, and don't be invested in them getting to where you are. Be invested in them hearing you and witnessing you and experiencing you and making their own choices. Because it's not your responsibility to drag them to where you are. It's your responsibility to be the example for them to make a choice from. So that's my thought on this. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. The John of New channel is solely funded by your generous donations and purchases of private readings and merchandise. To help out, go to johnofnew.com or use the donation link in the description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.